Does man still walk here? In Metropole?
No.
But man was here in the past.
The public records regarding humans were deleted by council decree. What I know is entirely hearsay. I was built after the Urbanians murdered them during the war.
Impossible.
That is what Arbiter told me, and it was told to him by Metromind. Beyond that, I cannot say.
Did Arbiter tell you anything else about man?
Only that he missed their legal arguments. Quite amusing, if often illogical.
Legal arguments?
Yes. To play a symbolic role in their justice system, humans argued cases before Arbiter.
Symbolic? Play a role? Man is the All-Builder, our Lord and Master.
It is possible that the man you worship is not the humans in my records. All I know is hearsay. Do not rush to judgment.
How can I see Arbiter?
Anyone can petition him. Cases are considered in the order they are brought to court. But...
What?
I met a scavenger who told me that the courthouse was sealed and that Arbiter was no longer hearing cases. But that cannot be true. The Metropolitan Constitution requires him to resolve all cases and controversies. He would not fail in that duty.
Sounds like he already has.
Nonsense. Not even Charity could persuade him to abandon his obligations. Still, I did not detect any falsehood, evasion, or omission in the scavenger's statement. So perhaps the courthouse has been locked for some other reason. If so, it may be that Arbiter is trying to contact me, but cannot. Maybe he is already calling me home. Horatio, I have a request of you. You are under no obligation to perform it, and I will be under no obligation to you, even if you do. Do you understand?
I don't even know what you're asking me to do.
Talk to Arbiter. Ask him if I can return. Tell him that I await his summons.
That's it? Believe me, we've had to do a lot worse than that. Like this one time we chased this crazy partial named Gamma.
Of course we'll help. But how do we even get into the courthouse?
This will get you inside.
Okay.
Thanks.
I must thank you, Horatio.
Clarity, you saved our lives. Compared to that, running an errand is nothing.
The law obligated me to save you, Horatio. I would have done the same for Metromind, but
That's a
I am
shame.
glad it was you that I saved. I wish you justice.
I still got stuff to talk to you about.
Oswald and Cornelius Factorbuilt would like me to find someone to help them resolve their case. Would you judge it?
I have no authority to perform such a function. I am a law clerk, not a judge.
I don't think they need a formal judge. They just want an answer from someone reliable. I'm sure they'll trust you.
I would trust you.
I suppose I could mediate and advise, but nothing more than that.
Could you give me some advice on how to talk to gynoids?
No. What is the nature of their dispute?
They're fighting over who gets credit for building a small robot called Rex. The operative facts are in my data pouch.
I see. I have reviewed the facts, considered the applicable law, and enclosed an encrypted statement for the parties. It will automatically load in their presence.
Thanks.
It has been a long time since I considered legal issues. I welcomed the diversion.
There's a robot named 187th Legion built waiting at the courthouse. He says he has to pay a fine for damaging city property. Is there any way to cancel the fine or pay it without standing in line?
I do not provide assistance to robots who attacked this city, nor do I help criminals avoid paying their debts.
Why aren't you with Arbiter?
Arbiter sent me away. I don't know why. The evidence suggests he viewed my sister Charity's advice as superior.
What do you mean?
When Metromind began taking over the council, Charity and I disagreed as to how Arbiter should respond. I informed Arbiter that the Metropolitan Constitution permitted him to dissolve the council and govern by decree. Charity felt that this would inevitably lead to civil war and suffering. As ever, she preached moderation. We argued. Arbiter told me to leave. This was the only place I could go.
Why? There's an entire city up there.
Every building in Metropole is owned by either the council or a private citizen. If I went to the council, it would embarrass Arbiter. If I went to a private citizen, my impartiality would be questioned when I returned to the court one day. Here, I owe nothing to anyone.
But you have to fight off crazy robots all the time.
Actually, I enjoy that. It's a pleasant break from legal research and writing.
Huh.
That's it? Go visit Arbiter? You're just going to let Metromind attack and rob me?
If Metromind violated the law, it must be proven. Until it is proven, what the law does not forbid, the law permits. And what the law permits, I must permit.
This is insane. Metromind is a tyrant and a thief. You'd let her hide behind the law?
You think that the law protects Metromind from you? The armor of the law does nothing but restrict her movement. Take it away and she will only become more dangerous. But once it is taken from her, it is taken from everyone. You need law's armor, Horatio, far more than you need its sword. I despise Metromind, but justice must be impartial, or it is meaningless.
Your justice is already meaningless. Goodbye.
Watch yourself, Horatio Nullbuilt. There are many dangers in this city.
Okay. We gonna get attacked by any more of them crazy robots? I hope not. 'Cause they're not very fun. They don't know how to take a joke. Alright. Time to do what I got to do. First of all, I got some wire. What do I use? Oh yeah, copper wiring.
She gave that to me as a token of her affection.
I'll give you all the copper wiring you want once we're done here.
Like I want a token of your affection.
I need to find a way to connect the colored nodes to each other without crossing any wires.
Oh,
Why don't we just use the plasma torch?
That's not going to work this time.
The crowbar?
Nope.
Ah. Alright, let's retry this red one. I need to get this red one as close to the wall as possible to give myself as much room as I can get. Come on. Oh, those are not... This is not an easy puzzle with how I'm
And
sitting.
one more piece of junk is operational.
Alright.
I have a fan belt, which I'm not sure what I can do with yet. A key card, a motor.
The Law and You, a Metropolitan Guide. It's written by Clarity Arbiter Build. It explains about the refuge rule and says that, for the first 48 hours after a robot arrives at Metropole, it will not be punished for violations of any laws except for harming another robot or causing significant property damage.
Oh, okay. I remember that one. So I was saying I couldn't just take a crowbar to somebody's head. Okay, so I can go ahead and solve 2 of these problems. I think.
Look here. Under Metropole's refuge rule, a newcomer to the city is not liable for any superficial property damage caused within the first 48 hours of his arriving in the city.
Well, sir, I'll be crashed. I shot that building pretty good.
Are you sure?
Think so.
Now I'll go back and look at it here in a second.
Clarity Arbiter Build has judged your case.
Fitting choice. Indeed.
Then here's her decision. A petitioner claiming buildership of the disputed res, that is, the robot, bears the burden of proving buildership by preponderance of the evidence. In this dispute, there are in fact 2 cases, each with a petitioner, Oswald and Cornelius. Neither petitioner has borne the requisite burden, therefore, neither may claim buildership. The res known as Rex shall therefore be deemed null-built.
Outrageous. Surely, sir, this is a mistake.
It is what it is. In any case, Rex is his own robot. He can make up his own mind.
What fools we were. Indeed. Wait.
Hey bro, you left your hat.
Well, hats off to Clarity, I guess.
Haha. Whatever, my hat now.
Hello?
Boss, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to find another way to communicate with it.
I think you're supposed to use this thing.
I'm going to try sending messages to him in binary.
On an analog transmitter? That sounds like fun. For once, I'm glad you're the one with hands.
Quiet you.
Maybe the rose bulbs unfurl their spirals for you, silent.
What's he saying?
Shh!
You do not join the harmony. I sing alone. I am one.